Good afternoon. We will continue to study about the subordinating conjunction what with two examples. The second one is we actualize what we pursue. And the third one is this. Happiness is what results from gratitude in Jesus Christ. In the second clause, we can see that the subordinate clause that the subordinating conjunction what is applied in is the object of the transitive verb actualize. In the second example, we can find that the subordinate clause that the subordinating conjunction what is applied in is the subjective complement because the be verb is applied in the main clause. Let's study one by one. In the second example, you can also analyze that the object of the transitive verb pursue is the object, indicated by the pronoun what in the subordinate clause. The speaker indicates the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb actualized from the subject to include the speaker. We. With the subordinate clause, what we pursue, which is linked to the main clause by the pronoun what as a subordinating conjunction. The subordinating conjunction what, which has the trait as a pronoun, indicates the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb pursue from the subject to include the speaker. This second example can be separated like these two conferences. The first conference is this: we actualize an ideal, and the second conference is this: what do we pursue? In the second conference, the speaker applies the pronoun what as the interrogative clause because the speaker has the inquisitive intent on the object indicated by the pronoun what. We can also understand that the pronoun what indicates an object that is not a person on the basic premise. And the speaker finds that the object what indicates the same object as the object of the first conference on ideal. And the speaker found the shared indication, so the speaker links this whole clause in the declarative statement to the main clause while replacing the object that indicates the same object as the pronoun what. That can be how the two clauses are linked in the second example. The object of the transitive verb pursue, indicated by the interrogative pronoun what, corresponds with the object of the transitive verb actualize, indicated by the phrase of the noun ideal. The speaker links the subordinate clause to the main clause with the pronoun what applied as the subordinating conjunction. The third example that the pronoun what is applied as a subordinating conjunction is this: happiness is what results from gratitude in Jesus Christ. The speaker states the subordinate clause what results from gratitude in Jesus Christ as the subjective complement to describe the subject in a way to define the subject. And the speaker sets the pronoun what as the subject subject of the subordinate clause. The pronoun what is described by the intransitive verb result in the subordinate clause. Let's read the explanation together. The speaker indicates the subjective complement to define the subject happiness of the be verb is in the main clause. With the subordinate clause, what results from gratitude in Jesus Christ? Linked to the main clause by the pronoun what as a subordinating conjunction. The pronoun what applied as a subordinating conjunction indicates the described subject by the definition of the intransitive verb result in the subordinate clause. The third example can be separated in the two conferences. The first one is this. Happiness is the positive perspective in Jesus Christ. And the second one is this. What results from gratitude in Jesus Christ? The speaker finds that the pronoun what indicates the subjective complement of the first conference, the positive perspective in Jesus Christ. So the speaker transforms the second conference into the declarative statement so that it can be the subordinate clause of the main clause. And that can be how the two clauses are linked as the third example. The phrase of the noun, the positive perspective in Jesus Christ, to indicate the subjective complement to define the subject, happiness, corresponds with the interrogative pronoun what to indicate the subject of the intransitive verb result. So the pronoun what links the subordinate clause what results from gratitude in Jesus Christ to the main clause is a subordinating conjunction. And we can, according to the definition of the preposition from, we can find that the pronoun what is also the subject of the preposition from, and the object of the preposition from is gratitude in Jesus Christ. So we can find something that originates from gratitude in Jesus Christ in the subject of the preposition. In this case, the pronoun what. In the next class, we will study about the pronoun which applied as a subordinating conjunction. Let's read aloud the explanation briefly. The speaker links the subordinate clause to the main clause with the pronoun which as a subordinating conjunction. The speaker applies the pronoun which as a subordinating conjunction to indicate a part of the subject or object in the predetermined range of the subject or object. This can accord with the basic premise to apply the interrogative pronoun which in the interrogative clause. There is a conference. The title of the conference is this: to convert an interrogative clause with the interrogative pronoun which into a declarative subordinate clause and link the subordinate clause to the main clause. This can be the way that the subordinate clause started with the pronoun which as an indication linked to the main clause. There is an example. I write which is available. The speaker indicates the object of the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb ride from the speaker as the subject with the subordinate clause which is available. This is the object of the transitive verb ride. That is linked to the main clause by the pronoun which as a subordinating conjunction. Thank you for watching.